The day my little brother had his first seizure, he was practically a newborn baby. He will be about 5 months old, and we were in the car in the middle of the traffic in the city when he started having it. We didn't know what was happening. We thought he was choking or something like that. But seeing that it did not stop, we ran to the emergency room, and it was where they told us that my brother suffered from epilepsy. At first, we were all afraid that he would suffer another episode, and we were uneasy at all times. But with time, we learned what measures to take and what to do when he will have another seizure. Despite his illness, today he's a healthy boy who goes to school and loves to play at all times, and happily, we can say that 4 years have passed without convulsing again. And from this came our inspiration to create Appilepsy, an application that will help each of the users in their daily lives. Because looking back to the years in which my brother suffered most of his episodes, an application like this will have been useful for us. And because of this, we also want to make a contribution to help the people who are experiencing today what we experienced in the past.
According to OMS, 50 million people suffer from epilepsy, being one of the most common neurological disorders. The risk of premature death in people with epilepsy is 3 times higher than the general population. The main causes of death from these unprocessed disorders are accidents caused by seizures and suicides.
Epilepsy is a disorder in which the activity of the nerve cells in the brain is interrupted, causing seizures. People with epilepsy are ordinary people who live their everyday lives like you and me. They can lead practically normal lives, but it is essential that they maintain the healthy lifestyle, avoid the factors that they can participate in epileptic seizures. Also, their family, school, and working environments must know how to react in case of a crisis. In some cases, people with epilepsy tend to also suffer from depression, either caused by the reaction of the chronic disability, such as epilepsy itself, or it can be also caused by some medications used to treat this condition.
Because of this, the mandatory questions are: what is the greatest danger that people with this condition suffer, and how can we help you?
Through research, we learned that one of the greatest characteristics of this disease is that people who suffer from it have seizures triggered by shocks that are due to excessive electric shocks from groups of brain cells that can occur in different parts of the brain. Seizures can range from very brief episodes of absence or muscle contractions to prolonged and severe seizures. Then we realized that there was a way to help the people who have epilepsy.
What the application already has is the user's initial record, as well as their entire medical record, which contains the type of attacks they suffer, as well as their medical history. It also has a record of all medication, as well as an alarm to remind the user of the schedules and the doses.
Also, the application has a special button in which just by pressing it, it will automatically call emergencies to help our user in case he or she needs it or is having an attack, and it will also automatically send a message to all the emergency contacts with their location.
We, through this app, want to follow up on the illness that this disease entails, as well as we hope to help alleviate somehow the daily life of people who suffer from this condition. So in that way, people won't see it as an impediment or an obstacle, so they can achieve their goals for the rest of their lives.